your Norcast weather update. Brought to you by ACUA, keeping clean and green for a bright future.
And good lunchtime on your Sunday afternoon. Meteorologist Bobby Klark with an update on your forecast. We are milder today as temperatures are pushing up into the mid to upper 60s after we dealt with some upper 50s to lower 60s yesterday. But we still have that westerly flow out there, so we'll see some clouds push on here thanks to a warm front that's going to push on in later on this evening. Mild for the rest of this week. Temperatures in the upper 60s to the lower 70s. Even those dew points are going to creep up just a bit into the upper 50s, so make it feel just a tad uncomfortable. And then autumn returns, I think, as we head into the extended period. We'll talk about that, though, in just a few moments. As we look at dew points, as I mentioned here, look at how dry this is. Wow, in the 30s here. So I know, unfortunately, if you're like me, a sinus sufferer, it's not the greatest of conditions out there for us in terms of the drier conditions with those dew points. But overall, we'll take at this point because we do enjoy the autumn weather as it is October. So we kind of expect it as we head into the later autumn on into the early winter conditions. In terms of temperatures right now, look at this, much milder than we saw yesterday. Already at 63 degrees in Philly. We barely got into the lower 60s yesterday, so temperatures will continue to climb as clouds will build later on. Thanks to that warm front pushing on through here, you can see it. Temperatures out here into the Midwest, that's where the warm front is currently. That's going to push on through as we head in, as I mentioned, later on this evening onto early tomorrow morning. Taking a little closer to home, pair of sixes right now in Hamilton, pair of sixes in Mays Landing. Do a pair of sixes in Vineland, 64 in Toms River, 63 at the state capitol, and 60 at Fortescue. So temperatures right now obviously much warmer than they were yesterday, and that will continue the trend, especially as that warm front pushes through, as I mentioned, later on today on into tomorrow morning. Looking at futurecast, as I mentioned here, right now it's a stationary front, but it's going to push on through closer as we head through tomorrow, and it's going to stall itself out as it heads closer to us. So we could see some cloud cover, I think, as we head into Tuesday on into Wednesday. Not seeing much in the way of rainfall, though. So yes, we'll have the clouds. It'll be dry in terms of stuff coming out of the sky, per se, but as I mentioned, those dew points are going to start to creep up as we head into, especially Wednesday, on into Thursday itself, and then we start to see a cold front try to move on in here as we head into later on Thursday, on into Friday itself, push on through, and we'll see conditions turn into more autumn-like as we head especially into the end of next weekend, on into the early part of the following week. Mentioned the dew points earlier, mainly in the 30s at this point, maybe some 40s, but again, we are dry out there, but those will continue to creep up as we head throughout the rest of this week. Exclusive Norcast hour-by-hour forecast for the rest of today. We'll see ourselves temperatures rising up into the 60s. We'll see maybe some cloud cover, especially later on, I think. We'll see the cloud cover push in later into this evening thanks to that warm front that will push on through the area itself. As for tomorrow, 69 degrees will do with a westerly flow. Sunshine out there, maybe a few clouds hanging about, but overall looking fantastic out there. So get on out, enjoy yourselves. Definitely a good sports day. I know autumn sports are continuing out there, football, soccer, and obviously field hockey. Definitely going to see a good day for yourselves out there and enjoy watching the game itself. 69 will do it for us on Wednesday. Also 71 on Thursday. As I mentioned, the humidity is going to creep up just a bit as we head into the end of the week. But then as that cold front pushes through, I think later next weekend, on to the beginning of the next week, look at that. 55 for a high, 54 for a high by the time we hit next Monday and Tuesday. Wow. Welcome autumn. Have a great rest of the afternoon, everybody. I'll see you later.